Welcome to a new episode of Baking with Caroline and her mom. I'm Caroline. That's Mom.
Yes, indeed it is.
Today we're going to be making strawberry shortcake. So, Mom has very strong opinions about what constitutes a shortcake. So, what we're making is cream scones. Explain to us what that means, Mom.
Okay, shortcake is an actual thing, because short is something that you aim for with like pastries, so it's nice and flaky. So shortcake, the aim is to be nice and flaky, and the way you get that is by making a scone, using the technique that we've already used twice, right? At this time, we're going to be, upping the ante. Instead of water, which is what we used last time, we're using cream, and it's got 2 eggs in it, so it's going to be very rich and will really complement the
Strawberries.
And the whipped cream.
And we prepped our strawberries already. They're local strawberries that I bought this morning that were apparently picked earlier this morning.
This is our first taste of local strawberries this year.
Best time of the year.
Yes.
So we already prepped our pan. It's just a regular baking tray that we've lined with parchment paper. You don't have to spray it to stick it down. And then we're going to turn the oven on. I know, we remember. What temperature?
400.
400. Okay.
All right.
I'm ready. Walk me through it, Ma.
Okay, so 2 cups of all-purpose flour.
2 cups of all-purpose flour.
Your favorite part. 3 tablespoons of granulated sugar.
I got out the big thing of sugar, but I probably didn't need it. And once again, make sure you're using sugar and not salt. 3 tablespoons granulated sugar.
Okay, 1 tablespoon of baking powder.
Baking powder.
Yeah.
And baking powder is like cornstarch and baking soda, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And a little bit of cream of tartar, actually.
Oh.
Yeah. The cream of tartar is the thing that sustains the rise once it started going with the baking soda.
So the baking soda activates, and then this cream of tartar is encouraged.
Like a catalyst. Yeah, I guess. Oh.
Okay.
Okay, so half a teaspoon of salt.
I have a question. I was looking at the recipe earlier, which I rarely do, and it said that it called for unsalted butter. So do we need to put salt in if we're using salted butter?
Well, you know me, I'm a salt person, right? I don't find it overly salty when I use salted butter and salt.
And salt, okay.
Yeah.
And salt really, if you only use a bit, it just enhances the other flavors, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
It's like a natural MSG.
Yeah, I had this debate with a friend of mine because we were watching the Great Canadian Baking Show, and the guy was like, half a teaspoon of salt. And I was like, oh yeah, that's not too much, half a teaspoon of salt. And she was like, ew, that's a lot of salt in a cookie.
Maybe it is.
To each their own.
Yeah,
Okay.
Exactly. Okay, so now you're going to use the whisk to just,
Whisk it together.
yeah, combine it all together.
Because you don't want any chunks of salt, chunks of sugar.
Well, mainly it's the chunks of baking powder, right?
Right.
Because that's very acidic on your tongue. It doesn't, it's really
and it
unpleasant.
has to activate kind of evenly throughout.
Exactly.
I have another question.
Oh,
So,
okay.
shortcake and short pastry, does it apply to shortbread as well?
Good question. Shortbread is very short.
It's very flaky and soft
Uh-huh.
and melty.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So short is like an official
I guess you
baking
could,
term?
yeah.
Okay. Alright, good to know. Alright, so dries. Good.
Okay, so now we're going to put in 6 tablespoons of cold butter.
Okay.
So we usually do the weighing thing, right? So as we know, 2 tablespoons is 1 ounce. So we're going to find
3 ounces?
3 ounces of butter, cold
Look at us
butter.
doing math on the fly. It's rare.
Yeah, Mr. Orchid would be so proud. Science.
2.9. 3.
All right.
Okay. And then I'm going to cut it into little bits because we're cutting it into the flour.
Yes, we're going to use the pastry blender again.
Which I've gotten very good at.
You have, you know what they say.
I'm great at everything I do.
Okay.
I know what they say?
Depends who
What-
they
what I
are,
say?
doesn't it? Practice makes perfect, yeah. Well, practice doesn't always make perfect, but it usually makes better.
Yeah, practice. What's a lay from EXO?
Oh, never disappoints.
Practice never disappoints.
Yeah. Gio.
Die out. Okay, now we're putting it in.
Yes. Shall I come over and watch you?
You guys have seen this technique
Mhm.
before, so.
It's a good idea to hold on to the bowl too.
Yes.
Turn the bowl. No, you need to.
I find pushing it back through so it encourages that one that's stuck to break is a
Yeah.
helpful tip.
Yeah.
Instead of just scraping it off.
Look at you.
Baking tips from a girl who hates baking.
Changing and growing.
Yeah, I would literally never do this by myself. Like if we weren't doing this, I wouldn't be like, you know what, I'm gonna bake something.
So the largest pieces should be the size of a pea. Everything.
I
Pea
recall.
size or
Pea
smaller.
size. Pea size or smaller. So you said you could do this with 2 knives. Have you ever done it with 2 knives?
Yeah, it's
Sounds
really
difficult.
labor intensive. It's,
I feel like I would just drop the knives constantly.
Which is why I, if I don't have a pastry blender, I use the British technique of rubbing the flour and the butter together. The problem with that is I have hot hands.
So the butter melts.
Well, the butter, yeah, it doesn't do a good job of making it flaky because my hands are hot and the butter's supposed to be cold, right?
Yeah. Yeah, because you don't want your butter to warm up.
Right. Yes, it's making little kind of,
Butter pockets.
yes, covered in flour. Hmm. Of course, you can use a food processor, but I find that it gets too finely squished. Yeah, and then you don't get the flakiness.
Yeah, and something like a scone is sort of rustic, right? You don't.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're good?
Ragamuffin.
What do you think?
Let me see. Yeah, I think that's good.
So we're
Now-
putting this aside and we're working on our wet ingredients.
That's
now.
it.
Okay.
Yeah.
1/3 of a cup of cream.
Yes.
It called for heavy cream, but we're just using half and half.
Because that's what we have.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and 2 eggs.
2 eggs.
And we're gonna, I don't know, whisk probably won't work in that smaller container.
Fork?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're mixing them together.
Yeah. Whisking all together so it's all,
Stab.
it'll turn, stab, yeah, and yeah. Yeah, that looks good.
Okay.
All right, so now,
No vanilla or anything?
it doesn't call for vanilla, but you know what? Let's put in half a teaspoon.
A little bit?
Yeah,
We like vanilla.
we do.
Okay.
Yeah, and now we're going to do the traditional make a well in the dry ingredients.
fork then, right?
Yes, you do. And then pour the wet ingredients into the middle. Here I come.
Okay. Okay, so we make a well.
Well, you're probably going to need this spatula to make sure you get all the goodness out. Then starting in the center. You don't have to go that slowly, it's fine. Yeah.
You don't want to over stir.
Yeah, you don't like the reason you need that's K-N-E
Yeah.
scone mixture is to fold in layers, right? So yeah, it's not to encourage gluten the way it is in a bread recipe.
It's more like laminating, like in pastry.
Ooh, yeah.
I've been watching a lot of the Great Canadian Baking Show.
Okay.
I think we might be. So we've got like a shaggy, rustic, rough kind of.
Yeah, and we need to make it into a smooth ball. So it looks like it's probably my turn.
Yes, this is where we trade.
Hi, we're trading places because, you know, Caroline and getting her hands mucky.
Mm-hmm.
So it still needs a bit more work in the bowl.
Get all the flyaways.
That's it. Gosh.
Is it too dry? Do we need a little more cream?
Tiny bit more.
It's in the fridge.
Yeah.
So it's too dry, so we're adding a little bit more cream.
Maybe a teaspoon, yeah?
Okay, teaspoon at a time. It might be that our eggs were small, or there's various reasons why.
Mm-hmm. And the eggs were small,
Yeah.
okay? Even though they claimed it to be large.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, so now she's gonna dump it out onto her floured surface. Scrape out all the stuff that's stuck to the side of the bowl.
Right.
Very sticky.
It is probably a bit too sticky now.
But scone doughs are sticky anyway, right?
Yes, they are. All right, so I'm liberally covering the bottom of it, and I'm going to turn it over.
And make sure that the other side is covered.
Make sure that the other side is covered, and we're going to knead it 8 times.
Okay.
Just folding it over, pressing it down.
And you're not pressing too hard,
No.
because it's a soft dough.
Yeah. And the fact that there's flour on the outside means that that little bit of flour is also going to, you know, help with the lamination.
Right, okay. All right. You know, it gives it its fluffy kind of break apart texture.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was always like, that's so much flour and it's not in the recipe, but it's taken into account because it is in the recipe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
8 times.
Moving on.
Let's
Around
take a
8
look.
times.
Nice and round. Does it have a little, got some good give?
Yeah, yeah. Take off the half of the recipe that's on my hands. Tuck it underneath. Then we're going to roll it out 3/4 of an inch thick.
Do you need more flour?
I'm going to get a bit more, yeah. As she disappears. I'm back.
Back. Like going down an escalator. Like that miming going down an escalator.
Okay.
Okay, so it's rolling it out to 3/4 of an inch. Mom's good at rolling. I find it so frustrating.
You just have to keep turning.
Yep, turning and tapping and it's like applying equal pressure, right? That's like an inch.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm good at judging.
Because how many scones are we supposed to get out of this?
8 to 10, but we're going to, you know.
Cut and then re-roll kind of thing?
Yeah, that's
okay.
what we're going to
All right,
do.
so we have our cutter. Ta-da-ta-da! Part of a set.
Yeah. Okay.
It's the 2-inch cutter. We took a wild guess at what 2 inches looked like. Ooh.
You can see a bit of the lamination on the
You
side already.
can. Okay, and then we plop that onto the tray. Well, they're going to be cute.
We might spread a bit of cream on the top of them.
Okay, yeah, that's what the
Before
instructions.
we bake.
Yeah.
And maybe some of that sugar. A bit of
The
that
raw sugar?
The raw sugar.
Not like regular white?
Well, we have the raw and it doesn't get used often.
Okay, you could use regular white, but raw looks prettier.
Yeah. Can I do this?
Yes.
No.
No? All right.
All right, so now in order to retain the lamination, we fold it over itself when we're packing it back together to roll out again.
Ah, okay, because you don't want to just roll it
Right.
and then have those weird holes and gaps and stuff.
Yeah. Once it has folds in the paste in the dough, it starts to rise funny.
Okay.
We'll probably see that now.
So we'll see that in the ones that come out.
Yeah. There. See?
Ah, yeah. Okay. So it'll rise. It'll look weird when it's baked.
Yeah.
But whatever. Scones always look a little kind of.
They always taste good.
Yeah, and they always look a little rugged.
Yeah.
They're classy, but not like fancy.
Well, this recipe is a Martha Stewart recipe. Did we mention that?
Ooh, Martha Stewart's cream scones.
So I folded it over itself again.
Yep. For one last one?
Yeah, I think so. We might make a baby one.
Okay. Yeah, I think that they might have been a little too thick.
Yeah. Then they're nice and hot.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to be so delicious. So we're just going to do this.
So we're just shaping it.
Yeah. Baby.
Okay.
Aw, cute.
And then I will brush them if we trade.
Yeah.
We're just going to brush the scones with some cream. Just regular old cream. That'll get them that golden loveliness. You don't want too much, right?
Come on.
Just a coating, not like a soaking.
Okay.
All right, and then we're sprinkling on some of our sugar in the raw. You could use regular sugar, but we have this and it's, you know, chunky and pretty. Doesn't want to come out. I'm just gonna, this is what we're gonna do.
Yes, good idea. Oh, excellent. You're doing
So
much more patient than me doing that. Wow.
there's a tip that you get for salt, which is the higher up you are, the more even the distribution.
Oh, hey, I'm learning from her.
There we go, because like, you know, that way you can kind of do a little emerald. Bam! Okay, so the oven's ready. We're going to put them in for how long, Mom?
In 20 minutes.
20 minutes. Right? And then we'll be back and we'll show you how to do the strawberry, the cream, and all that stuff. Wait, so beeped, so we're going to take them out. Take a look. Oh, hello. Oh, it smells so good. What do you think, Ma?
Yum.
I think they look pretty good.
Yeah.
So these little sideways ones, those are the ones that had the weird folds in them, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're taking them from the tray and putting them on our cooling rack. Ta-ta. We're going to let them cool for half an hour. And then we'll show you how to build your strawberry shortcake.
Oh.
We're just going to use regular strawberries.
Oh, sorry.
We're going to use regular strawberries and like pre-whipped cream. You could use strawberry preserve. You could add sugar to your strawberries to help masticate them. Is the word
Macerate.
Macerate. Masticate is chewing, yes.
Mm-hmm.
But we're just gonna. They're so fresh this morning, so they'll be delicious. So we'll see you when we're eating our strawberry shortcake. Hi guys, we're going to eat. Mom's gonna walk us through the process of building our strawberry shortcake.
Right. So, first of all, we cut it in half, like so. Look
Okay.
how yummy and flaky that is.
Oh, come on. Okay.
Then we butter it to make it even more.
Because there's not enough butter in it already.
Right. Not to mention the cream. Oh, there isn't any. Well, there is. There's lots of butter. There's cream and eggs and all kinds of stuff.
Okay. Buttering my scone.
Buttering your scones. Then I think we could put a little bit of cream on the bottom.
Okay. We got pre-made cream, or as the British creepily call it, squirty cream.
And they only had light left, but I figure since we.
Oh, goodness. Okay. Mine's...
Uh-oh.
No. It's a three-parter.
Even better. And
You
then,
can tell I professionally put whipped cream on things for quite some time.
oh, yes, wait. And then a bunch of berries. Here we go.
And then a spoonful of
Berries.
strawberries. Squish, squish, squish.
And you could put more cream on top of that.
Like a layer.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want me to cream you more?
No, I'm fine. I don't need any more.
Okay.
Okay, so now the challenge is how to eat it.
And then you just put your lid on, and then you just look at it. You're like, yep.
Oh, so
Mine broke.
yummy.
Yum. Okay.
Okay.
Point it
Yeah,
back
get
up
our
at
hands
us.
back. And this is the challenge. This is the challenging part. I guess we really should
I'm going to use a fork.
use a fork.
I'm going to take my lid off. I'm going to scoop some cream onto
Oh,
it.
that's a good idea. And some strawberries.
And some
I guess.
strawberries, and then take a bite.
Yeah.
Cheers, Mom. Jen.
Chung.
It tastes like summer.
It tastes like summer. You're right.
Oh, these strawberries are so good.
Yeah.
Local strawberries.
The cream is a bit sad because it's light, but. I mean, if you're gonna indulge.
Yeah, you might as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has a weird texture.
But the shortcake is
Correct.
lovely. Rich. Flaky.
Yeah. Like, look at the lines, guys. Can you see them? Look at the, like, little... And that's what makes it short.
Yeah. I wonder what the opposite of short is.
Yeah, is there
In
like
this
long?
context.
Like in a
I
baking
don't know.
context.
I don't know. I should look it up and see.
Dense?
Oh, we were going to share something with them about
Rolling pins. Mom says that you don't wash a rolling pin. It's like a wooden chopping board or a cast iron skillet. Like, you wipe it down, and then the kind of greasiness that builds up on it helps it be non-stick. Who knew? Tips from us to you. Well, we're going to enjoy our afternoon strawberry shortcake. Should make some tea.
Ooh, yeah.
We'll see you guys next week.
All right.